Yeah, I'm late. Yeah, I did it. I did it. Yeah, I had to eat and I got home late. So sue me. Sue me. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. Darwin, my bad. Dana, my bad. Devin, my bad. So so what I gotta talk about is, as y'all see the title and whatnot, the difference between winners and losers. Like I'm I was watching something. Campbell, what's popping? I know, Dana. I know. What's up, Black Zeus? I was listening to a podcast on YouTube that had Ed Reed on it, and Aubrey was having, and what it was saying got my attention. And so often, and I was looking at 50 Cent's star on the Walk of Fame, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What's up, Latrell? Edward? And I'm thinking to myself, they're talking about success, and I'm not just going to be talking about it more one. What's good? I'm not going to be talking about um, winners and losers as far as just wins and losses in the sense of money and success, but just winners and losers. It's a difference though between people who you consider winners and people you consider losers. So let's just get into it. Big Poke Dog, what's happening? You know, first and foremost, people who are winners believe that they can win. And what I mean by that is, even when they're not that good, they believe that they can get better. When you see people who are losers, they're quick to quit. If they get embarrassed or if they take a loss, they chalk it up to it wasn't meant to be. But people who are winners, they take those losses in the beginning. Like, one of my favorite boxers is Andre Ward. He's retired, SOG. But he said, for the first few years, whether he was 9 to 12 or something like that, he just spent years running around the ring because he was always nervous. He had to break that nervousness. So people think, he hasn't lost since he was a certain age, but it took him years to get comfortable before he could start fighting and winning, right? To get that confidence. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm so scared that I'm gonna quit and I'll never do it again." But see, I know people who mess around and they quit. They just quit. Like the minute it gets rough, they quit. The minute they face adversity, they quit. The minute that they're behind, they don't believe in themselves to the point that they don't think they can come back. They don't think they can win. They don't think they can win with adversity. They don't think they can win with bad circumstances. They don't think they can win even if they were winning and they got cheated somehow. They don't think they can win. But for me, it's like, man, you never win in life like that. Never. Just never. It's not gonna happen. It's a lot of times that you got to sacrifice things. Tone, what's happening? A lot of times we got to sacrifice things, and one of the things you got to sacrifice, that's the difference between a winner and a loser, is you got to sacrifice. How can I say this? You can't sit there and doubt yourself. You have to actually take inventory of your strengths and your weaknesses. You actually have to look at yourself in a way of, this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm not good at. This is what I need to get better at. This is what people are killing me at. But people who are losers, for the most part, what's up, Aisha? Oh yeah, that's Prince, Big Poke Dog. You know it. But people who are losers and have a loser's mentality, that's one of the biggest problems. Is you don't take inventory of yourself. You just say you're good at something. I'm good. I could be good. I could be great. But you never challenge your own greatness in your mind. You know? Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about, Aubrey. I appreciate that. So that's a problem. Henry was good. Now the other thing that's a big difference, that's really the biggest difference in my opinion between winners and losers. Because I'm not gonna be on here a good minute. Thanks, fam. Thank you. Life and Times. Thank you. But another thing is work ethic. Winners like to work. Paul, what's happening? Winners like to work. You know, and one of the reasons I said that, like, you gotta, the difference between a winner and a loser is winners work when they don't feel like it. Losers work when they feel like it. And I remember this morning, I woke up at 5 and I didn't want to get up and go work out. Because I work out in the morning before I go to work. So in my mind, personally, you know, there are times you just don't want to get up. You sluggish. You like, But I remember when I was younger, to be better than people, you got to get up earlier than them. You got to work harder than them. You got to work longer than them. You got to outwork people. You're not just, people believe in God-given ability, but the thing about God-given ability is some people who have quote-unquote God-given ability are lazy because they have God-given ability. And that's a problem. So that you become a loser. You could have been born a winner. What's up, Doug? You could have been born a winner, but because you feel like you are so talented and you have so much ability, you don't work. Now, that's the difference between winners and losers. Winners work. You know, winners work on things, the big picture, but more so winners work on the small things. And early in the week, like when I was listening to L.A.R earlier, and yeah, of course, because of Kobe, you listen to a lot of things Kobe was talking about. And one thing that was synonymous, 50 Cent was the same way. They got up in the morning and they did the same thing every day, every day, every day. See, to be a winner, you got to get up and do the same thing every day. It might not be exciting. It might be boring. It might be tedious. Thanks, Camp Low. You know, it might be tedious. It might get how can I say this? Thanks, man. Thanks, fam. It might get irritating. Some days you're not gonna want to do it. But that's like when people say, Prince Tommy, what's happening? Third degree, what's happening? Manual, my bad. People don't realize that when people get up and go to work every day, even entrepreneurs get up and go to work every day. This idea that you're not going to get up and bust your ass every day is stupid. Yeah, thank you, monotonous. It gets monotonous. Thanks, Big Poke Dog. Thanks, Henry. It's the same thing over and over and over again, day in and day out. So, but what you wind up doing is you make it work. See, losers like to be, you know, the difference with losers like to be entertained. They got to get up for it, you know, and don't, people need to be motivated sometimes, but if they're not motivated, they're not going to do it. A winner is going to do it whether they're up for it or down for it. They're never too high, they're never too low. They're committed to the grind. And that's one of the biggest difference between winners and losers. Winners are committed to the grind. Losers are committed to the shine. You know, Caleb, what's happening? Which is, for me, is one of the biggest issues along the way, is because you'll never be a winner if you're not going to do the tedious, monotonous work. You're never going to be one. You know, stop thinking that you're going to wake up in the morning and you just be the best at everything just because you were born. Get the hell out of here. Thank you, Paul. You need to be a master of your craft. Exactly, Henry. That's the difference between a winner and a loser. Green Machine, what's good? I know what's happening. You know, and to master a craft, you got to be committed to it. And a lot of us aren't really committed. Now, how can I say this? Um, when it comes to work ethic, one of the biggest issues, the difference between winners and losers is details, little things. Winners know how to do little things well. See, everybody wants to just win. I want to win. Oh, Shay Linus, what's happening? I want to win. I want to be number one. I want to be the man, But people want to do people want to be Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder say, to be me, you're going to have to be perfect for 12 rounds. But I only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. So meaning if I get my 2 seconds off, it can nullify your 36 minutes, right? And that's the problem. Because at the end of the day, if you don't work on the little things, you'll never be successful. People think, to be success, it's those big, you got to make big moves and big plays and splash this and splash that. But it's not. It's not. It's those little details you got to work on over and over and over again. Over and over again. I got to get this small part right. That small. That's how you actually make a masterpiece. That's how you become masterful at something. You master all of the little things, and the little things wind up becoming the big thing that it is. But people who are losers, they just want the big thing. I just want to show up and I want to win. Well, to win, you're going to have to do a lot of little things right repetitively against competition over and over and over again. Discipline, fam. Exactly. Discipline. And you got to be disciplined enough to do that. And one of the things about the little things in the details. What's up, Tony? Let's talk. How you doing? She has a page. Subscribe to Tony Let's Talk. For the people who are here, subscribe to her. The other thing, master all the little things. Exactly, Henry. Master all the little things. Because what winds up happening is when you get out into the world, you think, oh, I'm gonna do this big thing. I'm gonna be successful. And I went to school. I played sports. I've done music. I wrote a book, and I realized one of those things is, people don't realize you got to write a book a paragraph at a time. You got to keep double checking it. You got to do it over and do it over, right? When you're in school, every semester is a new challenge. You got to get each class right. You got to be all in for those, normally 3-hour periods, right? What I mean 3 hours, that the credits is 3 hours a semester to a degree. But every time you're in a new class, that new hour is something new that you got to fix. You got to be all in on. So to get smarter, you're getting smarter you're learning a bunch of little things at a time. But some people just want to show up and just, I'm going to soak it all in and get it right on the test. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you don't master the little things, you're going to miss the little things. And when you miss the little things, it's going to turn into big things. The same thing with sports. When you play sports, it's the little things that get a person beat. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You wasn't paying attention to this. They put their feet here. You put your feet there. Exactly. Intense fit. What's happening? Hold up. Tom Malone, thanks, fam. That's part of the problem. That is a huge part of the problem. That at the end of the day, you don't think it matters. I remember telling somebody a few weeks ago, I did a little light sparring, and I was messing with this younger cat, and I'm a southpaw, and he's trying to be a switch hitter. But I was telling him, I said, if I get into a fight with you, he's like, I can't get off certain shots. I was like, I know you can't get off certain shots because my right foot is over your left foot. And I was like, that's the difference. That little small detail makes a world of difference, because you can throw certain shots, but I can block them. I can see them coming a mile away, or they're gonna throw you off to try to get me from a particular point of view. So if I keep turning you right, and my right foot stays over your left foot, until you fix the foot thing, you're gonna never really be in an advantage to win, unless you're that much faster, smarter, or brighter. You get what I'm saying? That small little thing makes a world of difference. People who play football know, if I grab you in your chest and my thumbs up, that's your ass. And if a person is like, what do you mean? If you grab a person, and you know how people grab people by like their chest area, and you clench your hands. Let me cut the damn camera on for this. You know what I'm saying? Foundations. Yeah, what's up? I am Alpha. What's happening? Y'all got to excuse me. But if you grab a person like this and your thumbs up, you could just drive their ass. But if you grab a person like this, it depends. That's a difference. That's one of the biggest differences, is to be shit. That's the difference between a winner and a loser. Small little things. They're just small bits of information. When I ran track, people think, you just got to be fast. No. You're born fast, but it's some details in there that you need to know about. It really is. If your abs ain't together, you screwed. If your hips ain't good, you screwed. If your turnover ain't right, you screwed. If you're doing hurdles, your time is right, you screwed. If you're doing long jump, your launch, you screwed. It's the small things that get you off. You pay attention to details. The difference between winners and losers. I hate to have to talk about certain things like this, but a big difference between winners and losers is their circle. A lot of winners have a good team, and a good team does their job, because you can't be a winner on your own, but you can be a loser on your own. So one of the difference between winners and losers is winners have a team. Winners have a group of people who are committed to making you better. There are certain things they're not going to let you do. Certain places they're not going to let you go. Certain situations they're not going to let you get into. Certain foods they're not going to let you eat. You know what I'm saying? Certain obstacles they're not going to let you just face. Your team makes all the difference. No man is an island, or no woman is an island if you're a woman. But if you on your own out here and you think you're just gonna win on your own, well, what's happening? You think the best competitors have the best teams? Yeah, exactly. Because they don't, they realize, for me to be at my best, I need the best type of people around me. When people say, show me your friends, I show you, it tells me a lot about you. I show you how successful you are. If your friends aren't good or great at what they do, no matter how big or small you think it is, you ain't gonna be great. You gotta have you have to have a team of great people around you, because them being great at whatever it is gonna make you greater. Because everything that goes around you is great, or is winning. I don't care. Like, you can have a friend that cooks. You can have a friend that cuts grass. You can have a friend that does roofs, HVAC. You can have a friend that's a mechanic. You can have a friend that's a doctor. You can have a friend that's a lawyer. All of those people could work together. But all of them have to be great at what they do. And that's the difference. Like, when people who are losers can blame everybody else because they feel like they're around losers. But truth is, you're a loser, because this is another big difference between winners and losers. Winners understand that they may not be around the best talent, but they can make people better. Losers, they can't make people better. You know, if you're a winner, you can say, okay, well, I don't have all of the pieces around me that I would need to be this type of successful, but I can still be successful with what I got. You know, your gym haters, you know, that's one of the things that's always in the mix. You know, people don't want to admit that at the end of the day, a winner is surrounded by people that not only just believe in them, but challenge him. You're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? You said we was doing this. If you want to be great, that ain't great right there. You know, and winners are harsh critics of themselves. You don't see most winners saying that that oh, I'm at my best. They don't never say that. I give myself a C. That's probably, 50, 60%, 70, maybe 80% of what I'm actually capable of. I got to make some adjustments. And their team will tell them that too. Their team will tell them that. Like, you was good enough to win. And that's the thing about winning. The difference between a winner and a loser, and it might sound weird, is a winner can take a loss. See, losers can't take a loss. A winner can take a loss because if you take a loss as a winner, you're like, all right, so that's loss talk. You don't understand the difference. Winners don't like losing, but they can take a loss because a loss can help you to a winning streak. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can lose at something and you start evaluating yourself like, okay, I would have won if I would have did this. I would have won if I would have did that. And if I'm ever in this situation, I'm gonna do this. Get it right. Like, winners have a mentality of I'm gonna put that loss in my memory bank. So if I'm ever in that exact situation, I'm gonna respond the right way and not the wrong way. Winners have a long Rolodex and a long memory. Losers don't. Losers keep forgetting how they lost. I lost. I'm gonna just get over it. Just move on. No. If you keep getting over it, you never realize why you lost. That's how you build a losing mentality. That's how you build a losing culture, because how you gonna fix it if you keep forgetting what it was? Because obviously it didn't work. But we get off of that fact. The other thing is, winners can see what's not there. Losers can only see what's there. And what I mean by that is, a winner has vision, because you got to visualize winning. You gotta visualize, okay, in this situation, I'm gonna do this. In this situation, I'm gonna do that. They're gonna do this. A winner visualizes everything that's gonna happen. The champ, what's happening? Kenny, what's good? A winner visualizes everything that's gonna happen. So when it hits, they visualize themselves winning. They visualize the scenario. They visualize, I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna win by doing this, and this. And if this happens, here's my response. See, winners visualize. Losers, no. Losers just, whatever. Toe pass, what's happening? Losers don't. Losers, whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. No, not whatever's gonna happen. You got to be prepared. Winners prepare because winners are prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Winners are prepared for each scenario. They visualize that before it happens. They see it before it happens. So when it comes, they're prepared. They thought that through. Losers are always responding. I'm responding. That's why, ironically, people talk about, and like I said, boxing is one of my favorite things. And Floyd Mayweather used to say his greatest skill was adjusting. I adjust well. People never took into consideration he learned how to adjust well because he thought ahead. I know how to adjust because I practiced on working for this moment. I practiced on if he does this, I'm gonna do that. If this was going on, I practiced on that. I thought about if he does X, Y, how can I respond to it? I can adjust to this because I'm already prepared for it because I already worked on it. I covered that already. That's what winners do. Winners cover it before it happens. That's why you hear people who can make good adjustments. They've already thought of a plan in case they have to make an adjustment. Here's my plan. And let me go into this. Winners have a plan. Here's my plan. Here's plan A. Here's plan B. Here's plan C. Here's plan D. Plan A don't work, plan B. Plan B don't work, plan C. Plan C don't work, plan D. I'm going to adjust. One of these plans going to work. Losers don't have a plan. It just all happens to losers. Oh man, it all came together. So you never planned for this to come together. When I was a kid, one of my favorite shows was the A-Team. I love it when a plan comes together. Tell her you got to have a plan B for your plan B. And when people tell, that's why the Texans won't win. That's part of the issue. That's part of the issue because when you don't have a plan, when people say don't ever have a backup plan, what they're saying is if you commit to doing something, commit fully to doing that. Don't have a backup plan in a different career, but have a backup plan in that career. If this don't work, do this. If that don't work, do that. Mr. Anonymous. Oh, Miss Anonymous, I'm bugging right now. How you doing? My head banging, so y'all got to excuse me. The other thing, and I gotta touch on this, the difference between winners and losers is winners understand moments and momentum. Winners understand there are pivotal moments where I need to push it. I need to hold a fort right now. I need to stop this. I need to push it to gain momentum or gain separation. Or I need to hold a fort because this person is making their stand or their last stand. And winners know how to pay attention to the moments. Like, oh, these people are getting tired. These people are getting weak. These people, this is their do or die stance. So winners understand, okay, if I could weather this storm, it's over. Or if I push it and create some momentum here, I might put them in a position where they break themselves. You get what I'm saying? That's part of being a winner. Losers don't do that. Losers can't tell when the momentum shifts. That's why I got you, Garcelle. I didn't look at first. So to you, I apologize. I didn't look at first. I was halfway looking in the chat because I was talking. So the thing about it is, when you come into the space of a loser rather, this is why it's like an avalanche happens to them. It all breaks down at once. And if you notice, people can't, if somebody's accustomed to losing, they don't know how to stop the momentum. They don't know how to, okay, let me get this thing. Let me hold a fort right here. And now let me move forward. And let me move forward. And let me move forward. They don't know how to create an avalanche on an opponent. They only know how to get avalanched on because they're not paying attention. They don't think about these things. They don't know tactics. Life, there's some points in life where you're going to win and some points in life where you're going to lose. But winners have a winning mentality of, I'm going to win in the end. And that's this, at this point, this is gonna be kind of my ending because me and O'Shea gonna go live in a few. Winners, the biggest difference between winners and losers is winners believe that they're gonna win in the end. Losers get happy about winning in a moment. And that's because winners think about winning in the long term. Losers think about winning in the short term. So, since it's Super Bowl Sunday, we know about people playing sports. I got a first down. That's not going to win a game. What do you celebrate? There are guys who celebrate a first down. There are guys who celebrate a touchdown, field goal, interception, lose the game. And then there's guys who celebrate the win because they're like, no. I want to win. I don't want to see you want to win a battle and you're okay with losing the war. I'm okay with losing a battle, but winning the war. It's a complete different mentality. Completely different mentality. I see you. Well, it just popped up. Losers, your short-term thing. That's exactly what they do. And that's a problem. What winds up happening at the end of the day, people get upset because they lost. And the thing about that is, he who laughs last laughs best, not he who laughs first. The person who wins in the end wins, not the person who wins in the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people are so celebratory because they never won anything. And that's the thing about winners. Winners celebrate after the actual win. Winners don't celebrate when it's close, when it might be, I almost did it. Almost don't count with winners. Almost count with losers. I almost got you. Winners don't care about almost getting nobody. And so that's the thing at the end of the day where and winners understand their strengths and weaknesses to the point where, like one of the best examples is Charles Barkley is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He's one of the worst golfers of all time. He knew what he was good at, but that same mentality, he took that same mentality to something that he's terrible at, but I'm going to work at even what I'm terrible at, which is the point. That means ultimately he's a winner because even though he has an immense amount of success in one thing, he's not afraid to do something that he's completely horrible at over and over and over again until he gets better, even if he never gets better. There are a lot of people who are losers who will not do that. That's why you salute people who are winners, because winners aren't winners at everything. They're winners at the things that they're winners at. And they're complete losers at other things, but they bring that same mentality, and losing doesn't break them. Actually, what it does is it teaches them how to win better in the things that they're great at. But, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't even worry about it, Jendal. I'm cause not Jendal, Miss Anonymous. I'm gonna say that, because I'm about to get out of here. I thank y'all for rocking with me. It's like a 30-minute one. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good Friday, a good weekend. And I'm gonna holler at my boy O'Shea. We finna do some things. Peace. And listen to Jodeci. I should have sang on the way out, because George.